Hey guys, you're watching the Best Damn Comics Show, episode 18. I am Gian Perez. With me, as always, is Mr. Cat Jercan.
How you guys doing? Got this back from CGC. 129 Spidey, first Punisher, signed by Jerry Conway and Stan the Man Lee. Just got it in. I'm gonna figure out pricing. Anybody's looking, hit me up. Give me a day or two. Let me figure it out. I'll be probably posting on my Instagram. So if not, hit me up on Instagram. Hit the follow button, and it's beautiful.
Nice 8.5.
8.5.
That's a solid grade.
Yeah.
Have you been hearing about all the controversy that's going on with the Captain Marvel movie?
What controversy?
There's like all these like fanboys and geeks on the internet are pissed off because they feel like the Captain Marvel trailers are too feminist.
Look, man.
There's people that are they're like hoping that the movie bombs because they feel like
the movie's not gonna bomb. The movie's not gonna bomb. The movie's gonna be great. There are some issues with Brie Larson as far as friction on the set, whatever. I mean, you know, I've always felt that whole argument with Marvel movies was that they never go after A-list actors or current potential top billers. You know, Oscar nominated. You know, you look at everybody they got cast are either has-beens or up-and-coming good enough actors.
Yeah.
You know, and Brie Larson was up-and-coming when they had, but then she got nominated for an Oscar. So I hear her attitude kind of like became that. So there's a lot of friction on the set. The movie's going to be fine.
And I think it's funny, too. Like, you know, some people are going to go out there and say, oh, well, I liked Wonder Woman. Well, okay, of course you like Wonder Woman. You know, it was an entertaining movie.
It's not even that.
But the character's been, well, there's just parts. Character's been around since 1941. Everybody knows
That's
Wonder
the thing.
Woman.
Everybody knows Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone knows Linda Carter. You know, Spin. Yeah, you know,
And
we watched it as kids. Like, we're glued to that TV.
And it doesn't hurt that Gal Gadot is beautiful.
You know,
and her ass cheeks are hanging out the whole movie, too. But
you know, who knows Captain Marvel? I mean, when you say Captain Marvel, half the people think Shazam.
Right.
I mean, she's never. I mean, look at the comic books. As much as they push her, she is not. Her own books, they're not selling. She does better in a team book.
Yeah.
She does better with Adventures, which is written by Jason Aaron, but her own book, written by I forget her name, it's not selling. I mean, it's just what it is. It's an answer to Wonder Woman on the big screen. Guys, just enjoy it. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. So, Cat, picks of the week. What do you got? I see you got a pretty full list.
I hate it when they don't put images for covers.
Yeah.
Especially on the variants.
Right.
It's
like, I found most of them, but I feel like the second prints are the ones that I didn't really.
No, because they didn't have the Federici cover on Batman White Knight. I mean, Batman Who Laughs #3. It wasn't.
Oh, they have it on Midtown.
Well, they have it now, but initially it wasn't.
Yeah,
you know,
when you order it.
When I order, I need to know.
That sounds like a low order, guys.
You know, it's Hawkman. I've like I said, I talked about Venditti. You know, he's really solid writer. It's one of my favorite characters, and they're rebuilding it again. And I've noticed that with a lot of the DC stuff, they're as deconstructed as they've been. Now they seem to be constructing it back together. You know, so I like Hawkman and Justice League Dark. You know, I feel that book it's a sleeper book. I like it better than it makes more sense than the Justice League book. You know, they're dealing with the magic aspect of the DC universe. You know, it's been really, really solid book. You know, so those are my DCs for next week. On the Marvel end, Spidey, Spencer. You know, like I said this in the beginning, I wasn't sure on Spencer. You know, after his Secret Empire run, but he's really killing it on Spider-Man. You know, it's picking up where Slott left as far as, you know, excitement and all that. You know, it's really sweet, really good book. Avengers: No Road Home. You got the sequel to the story arc they did a couple of years ago or a year ago. You got, you know, different crew this time, but they're dealing with that on same team. Zub, Wade, and Zdarsky, all really good writers. No, it's Al Ewing, and again, Al Ewing on Immortal Hulk.
That's your dude right now.
Dude, it's crazy. And talking about Al Ewing, next week we have Immortal Hulk Volume 2 on the trade paperback. I know it's not a comic, but it's the trade paperback. And if you guys missed the boat on this book, I mean,
you're not getting those back issues.
The back issues, not a cover, not for sprint.
Right.
But definitely recommend that for a read. We got Savage Sword of Conan. I mean, who would have thought Conan would be the success. I mean, it's sold out. They're going on third, fourth printing. For
I can't explain it. I don't understand why the book is hot, but
I mean, it's Jason Aaron, and again, it's Conan. I don't know if it has the Marvelite brand attached to it that people are going crazy because it wasn't this successful at Dark Horse.
You know what? My theory is Game of Thrones has not been on for so long that people are just thirsting for this sword fighting
something,
kinda.
So yeah, so you got that next week, and then talking about again savagery. You got Thor number 10, and this seems to be like a Thor Odin kind of like sit down power reminiscent. I mean, I'm fine with these breaks in stories where they're not a constant pounding or whatever, but you're getting some background or something.
I like that old school feel where you read one book and the entire story is contained in one book.
Exactly.
That's how comics used to be. You'd go and every month the different comic was that story and that was that. Every so often you get like a 3-part storyline, but for the most part, one book, one story, good. Move on to the next week. You get to see your rogue gallery as well. Every week you got a different villain they're fighting. Whereas instead of stretching out the same one, so I like it when they do like they kind of go throwback and like this is just going to be like a standalone.
But it fills in with the rest. I mean, it's not like it's completely out of the story arc. It plays into whatever Jason Aaron is working towards. So I'm looking, and I've enjoyed Thor. I mean, ever since he took over, it's been really great. And another last one from Marvel, and this is surprising because I thought Winter Soldier is going to be ongoing, but now I guess the numbers are low, so they're flipping it to a 5-issue miniseries, which is sad because I really like Kyle Higgins. I like this book. Like I said, I like it has that Equalizer feel to it, where he's redeeming himself or whatever he's doing. But number 1 was good. Number 2 was good. sold out. He had that first appearance of RJ. I mean, it's kind of a bummer to see it turn into a miniseries, but this is what I talk about every week at the end of the show. Guys got to support print. You got to get out there, pick up the books, if you want these things to keep going. And out of the whole Marvel, there's an indie.
Oh, you forgot Punisher.
Oh, how the hell do I forget Punisher by Rosenberg? Oh my God, I've been enjoying the Punisher run with Rosenberg's run. He's loosened in Zemo's country and full of criminals. It's like heaven for Frank. Just give me a gun and there's no innocence to worry about. I just kill. So I've been really enjoying his run on Punisher, but and then going back to the indies, there's this indie book out of Antarctic Press. I don't know if I ordered it, but it looks really good. It's called Devils number 1. And we talked about this a few episodes ago about the trend of the indie books, sleeper books, sold out. Now I'm finding out that the Savage Shores number 3 that came out last week, that book's a $20 book now. $15, $20. I mean, and I hear it's a really good story. And again, as much as I love my Marvel and DCs, as a fan and as a collector, you gotta pay attention to that indie market too, because they can't compete with superheroes, but they'll give you something different, and they're working harder because they have to get your dollar.
You get your, you get these Y the Last Mans, you get the Saga, same writer, Brian K. Vaughan. I know you're not the biggest Saga fan, but Saga is one of those hits, has no media attached to it, but people like the story so much that number 1's a $200 book.
I mean, yeah, it's low print run.
Yeah, that's the thing. Low print run, good stories,
Actually, no, I think it has something attached to it. I think it got picked up.
No, he said, Brian K. Vaughan said from Jump that he didn't want anything attached to Saga. Like, after what he went through with Y the Last Man, like he said...
Well, at least maybe him not being in control of it, because I don't think he was in control of Y the Last Man. Right. It was DC.
It's a Vertigo book,
yeah,
right?
It's a Vertigo book, yeah. Creative owned, so within that, so there's a lot of strings when you go work for somebody else.
I just think, and I think what I take from that is, there's good indie books out there, and something to pay attention to. Like, take a look at them, see if you like it. What you want to be careful with is this trying to find the next Walking Dead. We always mention that show. Too many indie books trying to be the next Walking Dead, so people jump on the book. It gets hot for a few weeks, and then it comes crashing down to below cover price.
Right.
When you spent 2 weeks before, you spent $20 on it, $25, or I made the mistake. There's a book, and I like it. The vampire book by Donny Cates.
Southern Bastards?
No.
Rednecks.
Rednecks. I went on like a craze where like I went hunted down 2 of the ash cans that they released before the book came out, and now it's cool.
Yeah, but you know what? I did, but again, it is Donny Cates.
Yeah.
So it could get picked up by Netflix. It could get picked up by Showtime. Any
Yeah.
now. So watch that climb back up
Right.
again. But it's Donny Cates, so
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
It's
You're marinating that title right now. That
Right.
thing's marinating your collection. It's adding some flavor, blah blah blah, and next thing you know, it's like, oh shit.
But also, I got a few long boxes worth of indie books that I can't give away for $1. So,
Well,
the superhero books, people are always gonna pick them up. The indie books,
it's it's like you said, you there's that initial hunger for them, and the hype, and then it goes away 2-3 weeks later. But lately there's certain brands you have to watch out for: Vault, Black Mask, Antarctic Press. There's certain things, Source Point. I mean, there's certain things that will stick to the market. You know what I mean? So
as the kids say, Bolo, be on the lookout.
Bolo, really? Ooh, I'm old.
As for the variants this week, I only got 4 of them. DC got Batman Who Laughs #3. Cat will tell you right now he didn't get to see the picture when he had to order the books a few months ago. It's a Federici cover. Federici, if you're not familiar, he did the Justice League Dark books. He did the Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman tie-in with Justice League Dark.
The Dark,
the Witching Hour.
Witching Hour, yeah.
Those books were hot. I think they might have come down a little bit.
They've come down a little bit, yeah.
But they're still above cover. But he's a new Italian artist that people are like into. His style is wonderful, and this Batman Who Laughs is that character that people are, for whatever reason, they're into it. Low print run, probably. I can't guarantee that, but beware. That #3 books in general always seem to go down, so that might be a hard book to find, but it's a beautiful cover. As you see the artwork up there already. And Wonder Woman 64, Diana gets the Art Germ treatment. And for all you hardcore...
matches with the Harley, right?
Right, yeah.
Is that Art Germ or... Yeah, that is Art Germ.
No, the Harley's the Chew.
Chew.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Art Germ does Wonder Woman, and it's beautiful. If you're a Stanley Lau fan... you can't skip on this one. You just got to pick up everything that he does. But this is a really great cover. It's Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's she's a popular character right now. I don't know if Jenny Fruzon's done on the run. I'd be sad to see her go. Hopefully she does come back. But as long as they keep replacing her with artists like this, I'm okay with it. As for Marvel, I got nothing cover price this week. It was a tough variant week for me, for them. But that Savage Sword of Conan #1 by Raza. Oh my God. I love Raza, and his work is just amazing, especially on this cover. If you haven't done so already, pick up the Weapon X run he's done, because it's cover price, and the covers are awesome. Some of my favorite Marvel covers of the past few months. And then Avengers No Road Home #1, you got a Scarlet Witch cover by Adam Hughes. It's also 1 in 50. This one I think is going to be harder to find, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to want it.
I mean, I don't know, because it's not straight out 1 in 50. It's a
one of the qualifying 1 in 50?
No, it's a 1 in 50, but it's based on because they have a bunch of open order variants.
Yeah.
So it's a total of those. So it's not just the regular cover. So you also have the Ferreira variant, which is an open order. Then you have the Suyan connecting variant, which is open order. So between that and the title, I mean, most stores should add up to at least 1 copy.
Right.
Should. You know what I mean? But it's a combination of 3 covers to do the math on that. So it's still, I mean, what you
I
said,
think with the book,
Midtown has it for what?
They have it for 75.
75.
Midtown's a high number. What's
order? Yeah, they order a lot of shit.
Yeah, they're up there. That's like the Toys R Us of comic books right there. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. But what's the formula with that book? It's Adam Hughes doing a woman character.
And it's Scarlet Witch.
And it's Scarlet Witch. I think that book is probably going to be the hot book for next week. That's my prediction. Might be wrong, but if you find it for a decent price, snatch that shit up.
Midtown, you said 75, so 75 and under.
Yeah,
50 to 75.
Yeah, find it for 50.
I don't think you'll find it cheaper than that.
No, I mean,
maybe eBay. I don't know.
There are some stores out there who price everything. You know, they're rare, but they exist where they're just going to throw the book out there for $25 or something. So if you're lucky to run into that, like, don't hesitate. You know,
Pick it up.
don't be Patrick B who doesn't watch this show. He's going to see it $25. Oh, I don't know, and then fucking I'll come in and say, hey, I picked up this book for $25, and it'll be like, oh, you know, I was thinking about it, but I put it back. You know. Inside
Leave
joke.
Patrick alone.
Inside joke. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us. You know the drill. Smash that like button. Leave comments. Let us know what you think. We'll see you next time. Cat, take us away.
Again, like I said earlier, support your local comic book store, support print. Rain stop, get out there. You know, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I sound like a broken record, but it's like, guys, you know, numbers are down. I mean, and I don't know if it's financial or whatever. I know we're lacking readers, but you know, it's a cheap, safe vice in your life. You know, it won't kill you. You know, don't be afraid to read a book. Thanks for watching.